NSDN live feed here from the 2016 Avenal Sandjags Spring Nationals. And this is round 4 of the Pro Gambler. A little hard to look back at the staging lanes now with all the sun shining directly there. It's getting low in the sky. But we're going to try to get this thing in. April Sora is coming up here in the near lane. And Robert Watanabe on the far side. April is a beautiful red seat there. Dialed in 420. Robert Watanabe is the objective 12 line 7. Nice one today, dialed in 340. And the win light goes to April Soares. 423 on the 20 dial. Robert Watanabe broke out by 0.02 of a second. 339 with an 8 on a 40 dial. So April Soares will move on to the next round. Now, the Pro Gambler deal, there's 2 halves. There's the fast half and the not as fast half. So there's 3 left in those. The winner of each half of the ladder will face off for first and second in this class. So actually what's interesting about that is that April Soares will have a single into the overall final round. Brady Menzenberg, who won last round in the fast half, he broke rear end here on the starting line and was unable to come back. So tough break for Brady. He would have had to buy into what essentially would be the semifinal round of this class. So here we go to the not as fast half of the ladder. And it's going to be Charlie Johnson here in the near lane and Stacy Bolton. Charlie Johnson at a 453 and Stacy Bolton at 460. And the win light to Charlie Johnson, 454 on the 453 dial. Stacy Bolton broke out by 0.05 of a second, 459.5 on the 60. The racing's getting really good. Putting down some good numbers. So Charlie Johnson will go to the final round of the not as fast half of the Pro Gambler ladder. And he will face Steve Wynn. Steve's got the bye here. So Steve Wynn has the bye into the final. Dialed in at 440. And Steve goes 445. They got the front end tied down on Steve's car. You saw it launch, it kind of goes out flat. They didn't have it tied down this morning, but Steve put that thing way up in the air on the bumper a couple passes. So they got it tied down and it's in bracket mode. So Pro Gambler, we're down to 3 cars. It's going to be April Soares with the single into the final round. She would have faced Brady Menzenberg, but he broke last round. Had to buy this round, but couldn't make it back. So April Soares will have to buy into the overall Pro Gambler final, and then it'll be Charlie Johnson and Steve Wynn in the final round for the not as fast half of the ladder. The winner of that will face April Soares for the overall Pro Gambler title. And of course, JW shows up just as Charlie pulls the line. Man, you must have incredible timing there. That's cool. So thanks everybody for tuning into the National Sand Drag News live feed, live stream in our daily race coverage this weekend from the 2016 Avenal Sand Drag Spring Nationals, Avenal, California. Big shout out to the folks that helped to make it happen for this weekend for us. Avenal Sand Drags, the presenting sponsor of this weekend's event, along with Red Warrior Racing, DRT Motorsports. Tough break for Ron. I talked to him a few minutes ago. He's having some problems with the motor. He's kind of agonizing over the decision whether or not to make the run eliminations tomorrow. I don't know. It's a tough position. You don't want to go and run it and hurt the motor. I don't know. We'll talk. I'm sure I'll talk with him again before tomorrow, and we'll see what he decides on. But great guys, Ron and Jeannie. Ron is DRT Farms here, and he's a big part of the team here at Avenal Sand Drag. So great people. Also a big shout out to the man coming up to the line here in a second, Kenny Hayes. He's one of the presenting sponsors this weekend, flirting with Disaster Racing, as well as Hammer Down Racing, Dennis Wright. So we are in this is the final, guys. This is Sportsman 1, final round. And you couldn't ask for two tougher racers here. Wow, this is prime time action. Brian Chapman in the near lane. Yeah, the sun's killing me when I look that way. Brian Chapman in the near lane and Kenny Hayes in the far lane. Final round of Sportsman 1. Brian Chapman dialed 394 and Kenny Hayes in 357. And the win light to Brian Chapman. He went 395 on the 94 dial, one over. Kenny was driving the wheels off that Jeep. He went 65 on a 57, which was wild because Kenny went 346 on the last pass on the buy run, and he was driving it. So Brian Chapman is your winner in Sportsman 1 here tonight. And wow, that's weird. Junior popped on just as Kenny ran. That was way cool. So Junior popped on as Kenny ran. JW popped on when Charlie ran. That's getting crazy here. So Sportsman 1 final goes to Brian Chapman. Sportsman 3 ran while we were away, and Barbara Irvin took the win right here in Avenal with their Chevy truck. Also, if you haven't seen it, go to the NSDN Facebook page and check out the Top Alcoholic final qualifying session. That pass was awesome. Gary Mink went 244. Craig Mark in the other lane went 247. They were glued together. Craig had the front end in the air the whole way down the track, 247. At the stripe, they were separated by 0.02 of a second. It was an awesome race. So Gary's your #1 qualifier. Craig's your #2 qualifier, which bumped the Morton team to #3, but unfortunately I understand they had some engine problems on their first qualifier and they're out for the weekend. So it'll be Gary and Craig Mark going at it tomorrow for the Top Alcohol final. Top Eliminator, the big story of that round was Jim Rossi, the bad toy. He's been struggling and he pulled it out. He went 295 with a 6, moved all the way up to #2 qualifying spot behind Paul Taylor. So great run for him. That was the best run of the round. Paul Taylor, he went 297, I believe. So Paul Taylor's been 95 with a 0, a 98, and a 97. So he's going to be tough to beat tomorrow. So we're wrapping things up here tonight. We're down to 3 in the Pro Gambler. Sport 2. Hey, all 3 in the Gambler are in the lanes. That's cool. I like it. I know Sport 2 has quite a few left. I think they got it out. Yeah, I see them over there. There's got to be 4 or 5 left in that still. That was a big one. And Sport 1 finished, Sport 3 finished, so that's it. Pro Gambler and Sport 2, and we are done for the night, so. And it looks like it's gonna be Pro Gambler semifinal. These guys aren't wasting any time here tonight. Charlie Johnson in the near lane and Steve Wynn in the far lane. Yeah, that sun is really brutal over there, guys. Wow. Yeah. I'll wait till they pull up closer to give you guys a shot of what's going on here. Charlie's been on it today, but so is Steve Wynn. This is gonna be good. Charlie Johnson, 453 dial. Steve Wynn, 440 dial. And that one was over at the starting line. Steve Wynn turned on the red bulb. Charlie Johnson, 455 on a 453 dial. Charlie is on his game. He's going to the final against April Soares. It's so crazy because Charlie Johnson, he's won a lot of races, but he's struggled a little bit lately. What's interesting is he always seems to raise his game and figure it out when the odds are high, the stakes are high, I should say. When the stakes are high, hey, there's 40 cars in this Gambler tonight. So 40 cars in the Gambler, that's going to be quite a payout. And usually if there's a big payout, Charlie's right in there at the end. So, yeah, Charlie will face off with April Soares. She's coming up here on her singles. April's in at 420. And she's been running right on the number all day long. She is quite a competitor. Won a lot of races in this Jeep. Hey, 426 for April Soares. So she was 6 over. We'll see if they change the dial for the final round. So April Soares, Charlie Johnson coming back for the final. Hey, we'll say hey to Kyle Farwick on there. What's up, Kyle? Kyle with the bad blown small block altered out of Ohio. Good to see him on there following along tonight. Super Dave's in the house. Another bad blown small block car from calling in from Washington. Super Dave Jr. from Hawaii. Man, they're coming from all over the place. Where's everybody from that? I know there's more people watching than are commenting, so we've had people on here from Canada, from Maine. We've had people all over the place today. New York. So it looks like we're going to Sport 2. And there is 1, 2, 3, and 4 cars. Thank you to everybody tuning in this. Hey, we're grading the track. Anyways, thank you to everybody tuning in this weekend as we clean the track to wrap things up here tonight. So, what we have left: semifinals and finals in Sport 2 and the Pro Gambler final round. I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of cars here this weekend, and it's been a wild day here. Chachi, Mary, Zavala, those two, they've done a great job keeping things rolling, along with Mario, Bramblia, and Aldo. These guys, they get the job done, and this could have definitely drug out a lot later, and they did a great job, along with the whole Avenal Sanjay's crew. I mean, this grooming equipment here cuts down so much time out of the day. These huge implements here hit the whole lane at once, so when they groom the check, they come down, they park them. The next time you need to clean the check, they go back to the other end and park them. So it eliminates that extra trip, and it really, really, really speeds up the show. Oh man. David Jr. double entering the Grinch. Definitely. Definitely throwing down some 20s here, no doubt. So here we go. Stacy Bolton over here in the near lane. And I apologize to the fellow with the orange Jeep over in the far lane. I know this guy's name, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I just cannot remember it. I'll find out here in a little bit. Again, Stacy Bolton. Stacy's in a 460, 458 for the far lane. Gets the win, and the Bolton cheering section goes wild. Stacy's going to the final, and she will face either Michael Abadi in the red Chevy Blazer or Jared Cass. White. Michael Abadi in at 5 flat, and Jared Cass in at 482. Jared Cass got the win. Wow, Michael Abadi, he killed the tree, but he fell way off. He went 519 on the 5 flat. So he was 19 over, and Jared Cass was 96 on an 82, 14 over. Both were way off, but Jared Cass is going to the final. So Sport 2 final will be Jared Cass and Stacy Bolton. Hey, look at that. The 59 truck is back. Rick Ross. Blown alcohol monster. Hey, let's see if I can get it to focus again. Anyways, they broke a tranny earlier today. They drove back home to Fresno, put a new tranny in it, and are back and going to make a test it tonight. Pretty cool. So we have Pro Gambler final, Sport 2 final, and then we got the exhibition test pass by Mr. Rick Ross. Hey, Daryl Rose watching. How you doing? Good to see the road team checking in. Back in Michigan, they got the 4-cylinder cars. So when this is all over, we're going to go check out the dinner that the fine folks here at Avenal Sand Drags organize. Well, they work with a local group, local wrestling group, the youth deal, and they do a tri-tip and chicken dinner, so obviously that will be pretty good. We had the same group did it last fall, and the food was excellent, so if I put my stamp on it, it's got to be pretty good. Avenal Sand Drags, we are here. So, hey, it's finals time. Finals time. Pro Gambler for the big bucks. It's April Torres in the far lane, and it's Charlie Johnson in the near lane. I always call Charlie the ultimate gambler, because if there's big money on the line, this guy is usually in the final round. He usually takes it over. So here we go, Charlie Johnson and April Torres, final round in the Pro Gambler. clinched and went red. April Suarez is the big winner. 432 on the 20 dial. Charlie honked the horn down there and went 441 on the 53. Wow. April Suarez is your winner in the Pro Gambler. She's going to take home the big bucks here tonight. Congratulations to April, Ed, the whole team there. That was quite a final round. Wow, that was interesting. Sport 2 final, here we go. It's going to be Stacy Bolton here in the near lane, and it's going to be Jared Cass in the far lane. This is the second race Stacy Bolton ran into Steve. They had some motor problems when they first bought it, when they ran it last fall. They did some work to the motor, and it's been on the money this weekend. Jared Cass, first in the night, he's in at 482. And Stacy Bolton in at 460. Stacy Bolton takes the win. 473 on the 60 dial. She got out of it down there and got the win. And the crowd goes wild. Give us a fist pump, Mike. Good job. Good job to the whole Bolton crew. Stacy taking the win. That was very, very cool to see. Some great people right there, the Boltons. They've been around the sport for a long, long time. Stacy Bolton, your winner in Sport 2. April 8th, the winner in Pro Gambler. And now, we get to see Rick Ross make a pass here. This is always a treat to watch this ride make a pass. They broke the transmission this morning. They drove home to Fresno, put a fresh tranny in it. And here they go. Well, hey, Adam Ross is behind the wheel. There's Rick right there on the starting line. Here you go, guys. What a way to end out the night. Adam getting her dialed in for the wheelie contest. Wow, that was cool. That was something else right there, guys. Man, you guys really had a treat right there, checking that out on the live feed. All right, everybody, I'm signing off for the night. National Sand Drag News live stream from the 2016 Avenal Sand Drag Spring Nationals. We'll be back tomorrow with more action. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.